Hello there everybody, welcome to the video. It's your old friend obsideondemon, and in this video today guys, I'm going to be walking you through a Clan Moors campaign on an Eye of the Vortex campaign for Total War Warhammer 2. So remember, if you are new to this series, the first 20, please be aware this series is strictly for new players or players that don't really have a full understanding of the game. This is where I will explain the first 20 turns that will hopefully set you up for a very good campaign, and should, hopefully set you up, at least for the most part, anyways, well enough. So yes, please don't mistake this as a video that is intended for advanced players. I don't want to be confused for that. This is for new players or players who just don't really have a full understanding. So with that out of the way now, let's go ahead and get started with the video. So today is for Clan Moors of the Skaven race. We will be located in the Southlands. So it is going to be on the bottom right hand portion of the map. We're going to be doing an Eye of the Vortex campaign, and yeah, I think you're going to find that you're really going to enjoy playing as Clan Moors. I certainly did. It really is a fun way of. It really is a fun game, and it really gets you into the headspace of how to play as a Skaven and where their strengths really lie. So let's go ahead and get into the campaign here. So now, just when you start up, it kind of shows you in what directions you want to go, and in who you want to worry about. So that's always a good thing to kind of listen to and kind of survey the area. So now, I did make a mistake while filming this. I did not open my diplomacy tab and make trade and non-aggression with Zlatlan, I think is the pronunciation. But yeah, I didn't open up my tab, which I really should have. So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, it's something you should do on the first turn when you first, the very first turn you can. Some people think you can't do a lot of diplomacy off the first turn, but you can definitely squeak that one out. No pun intended, please. So now, upon starting, this little army right here can be easily dispatched through an ambush. Now, please don't, let this video deter you from fighting some of these battles. If you want to even understand some of the units a little bit more better, I highly encourage it. But for time's sake of this video and the recording, I figured I will be auto-resolving some of the battles. So one like this one as well. So I kind of showed the terrain, but yeah, this one's going to be an auto. So you're going to just loot and occupy, and as you go, you're going to want to continue on and build more clan rats. Now, the abilities that I used are a little bit more on the blue bar, meant for your army tab, but as Clan Moors, you're definitely going to want to get the red tabs, meant for buffing up your clan rats. More power to the clan rats, considering that is one of Clan Moors' big pushes outside of storm vermin. So now, these turns are actually pretty quick, actually. I brought up a second general, and I gave him one unit of slave Skaven, simply just so he could do the searching and the colonization of that city, so that I didn't have to. That way I could just move in. So I highly recommend doing that. It's always good to have a second general right off the start to kind of keep him going. I was going to disband him, but I decided to keep him afterwards, and I'm kind of happy I did, considering, how the recording kind of turned out. So now the builds are, like I said, oh, there you go. Tor Spinder is now gone and taken out, and I'm adding more into the ambush. So now, I usually build anything that will help with the growth or the replenishment of the soldiers and units, and just growth in general to help your places grow, so that way growth will lead to allowing you to expand your cities, and then you can truly customize them, as you need them. So now, as you can see, I managed to get my non-aggression, but just, for a little bit more than I really would have wanted. So now, I need the Caverns of Sotek. As you can see, it's got a warpstone deposit. That's definitely one of the spots you're going to want to have done and in your possession before turn 20, and quite possibly even have the warpstone deposit made by turn 20. That way, going beyond turn 20, you're going to be having a lot of warpstone, which may attract more attention, just to let you know. So now remember, the builds that you can build as Clan Moors, there's a lot of unique buildings that you can build, like the medicinal building or the medicine that you can build in Yaotek itself, or the skins that you can build down in Scraghole. I built both of them just to get the extra unique bonus, and I also built a wall defenses for Dawn's Light, just to give it a little bit extra defenses, considering it's a port. I didn't want anyone to get it easily, so as you can see, I went to war with Clan Gridis, and an auto-resolve, because of the sheer numbers, made it so that I won, and I'm starting to reinforce by getting more better Clan Rats, which are still awkwardly cheap enough, considering I'm Clan Moors, so you can do this. So, and as you can see, the second army that I had back there, I'm actually recruiting more Clan Rats with them every single turn as well to get more army, which, see right there, that army showed up, which is actually which is really good, because that's why I'm happy I had that second army and didn't disband it. I'm now able to get a really quick response over there without having to bring him back. So I am now in range to do this, and here we go. We're going to go ahead and end off Clan Gridis. Now, I raised the city to the ground just to get it completely out of the way, so that way I would not be tempted to go on beyond this point against the Lizardmen. I wanted to consolidate at this point and get everything built that I wanted, and just to get into the position and to maneuver my armies for what I ultimately decided to do here, which, go ahead and watch the end of the video, you'll see what I set up for. So now, like I said, I kind of pulled back and I started to combine my men, and oh, there's that guy. He's kind of gone now, and I am now just going to replenish my army, my new army. As you can see, I kind of combine them all and just re-recruit, because that's a good thing about Skaven. You can do that. You can just kind of ball them all back up into them all, disband what you have to, which are too low, and then just recruit new units, because it's just as good. This is how Skaven work, with the really horde mentality, mass amounts of men over and over and over again. As you can see the builds, and you can see what I have. It's just nothing but Clan Rats and Clan Rat Spears. It's just a huge army of them. Now, as you can see, the turns that I have are pretty quick. There's not a lot of diplomacy that you can really do, and the research is actually quite limited. So there's really not a lot you can do. So these early turns can also be done quick, but don't never take your attention off the building and being able to build certain things in your city. So always keep an eye on the construction. So as you can see, this is where my consolidation period comes down. But ultimately I'm waiting for the fortress, the Fortress of Dawn. I'm really kind of wondering about what they're doing. After taking Torspinder, they're probably not going to like you, so I'm kind of just waiting around to see what happens, because they have forces off the coast, so we're going to just wait and see what happens. So now, as you can see, the consolidation is pretty much done now. I have all my forces pretty much good to go. And I'm also hiding him now. Like, oh wait, oh, the dreadful. Oh, look at that. Hag Gref is now going against them, which is perfect. Oh, and I'm pretty. Okay, well, if those guys are there, I'm pretty sure that the fortress is no longer a problem. Okay, so as you can see, I've moved my army away from the. Oh my God, yep, they are gone. Alright, so as you can see, both of my big armies full of Clan Rats are now massing on the border. Now, you're probably wondering why, which is, you can see the last defenders have occupied that city that I raised. So I want to get into position, and we're going to go ahead and attack this right before our turn 20 is actually up. So we're actually getting pretty close. We are actually getting remarkably close to that time. So as you can see, I'm going to go and get this new lord for a third army, because I have a quest to do so. And I'm going to not get anything right now, but I will start getting. I'll start giving him an army. See, he's already complaining. So we're gonna go ahead and start giving him an army now that I should be able to afford it here soon. The Fortress of Dawn are broken, so now we're gonna get ready. And now this is what I'm going. Now the last defenders, the lizardmen, will be your biggest problem as a Skaven, probably until the end of the game. So I highly recommend that you fight the last defenders and take them out as fast as you possibly can. As you can see, I'm kind of starting now. As you can see, moving, I'm moving both armies at the same time, so that way all of my forces are being pulled into any one engagement. So it's basically using the sheer weight of my numbers to really get in there. So, so as you can see, here we go. Now I'm going to move in my forces after getting some of my buffs up. And that's a lot of Skaven. That's over 5,000 Skaven are using just in the power of the Vermintide. So that is the power of the Vermintide. Although they're clan rats, we have a lot of them. So we're just overwhelming them by just plain old numbers here. It's not really any strategy. It's just utilizing the Skaven for what they are really well to use. So now we can just go ahead and fully start recruiting that third army. And look at the territory we have, and this is actually pretty good considering. So I hope you found this video informative and in any way useful for your campaigns. So this should set you up for a pretty good game. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed the video.